Yo, alright, today we watching Christian TikToker who was secretly a monster. I remember this dude. I don't remember much about him. I remember this dude. I remember that face.
Like he was holier than holy. As a Christian youth
The nigga like a pedophile.
pastor, he dedicated his TikTok to showing respect for women until 6 different people exposed him for his TikTok to showing respect.
Me staring at another man who respects women. I mean, bro, I could tell y'all the nigga was weird. Just look at the post, my nigga. He's obviously pandering for a reason, my nigga. Nigga, come on, bro. Lucky Charms with the weeks. Eating straight marshmallows out this bit.
For women until 6 different people exposed him for his own secretly terrible history. You could see the red flags in early tweets like this one. I am a Christian, and I support LGBTQ, and I support BLM, and I support people of other faiths, and I support a women's right to choose. The need to vocalize his own morality was almost strangely excessive, and his TikTok videos weren't any different. He wanted to punch all men who talked about how women dressed, while reminding his female followers that they had total control of their body, when he wasn't supporting women.
Nigga like this, bro, come on, bro. It's obvious, my nigga. I was back there. I don't know why I was back there. This nigga was on my feet. I know this nigga though. I remember seeing this nigga for a few times. I was 14. I could have told y'all though, this nigga was a weirdo, bro. I want to show you.
It was instead minorities.
It's homophobia, racism, misogyny, you name it, all thinly veiled as a joke, and you're not fooling anybody.
Which people found suspicious long before he was exposed.
But when this dude is making almost his entire personality about respect women, always be nice to women, respect, it gets a little overboard, to be honest.
When questioned about his motives, Joe Rogan snapped pretentiously,
"Just imagine being so worried about losing your male privilege that you would call anything that has to do with equality for women anti-men.
Believing that when all men are killed, he'd be spared because of his TikToks. And believing that when all men are
Come on, my nigga. It's right there in front of our face, my nigga. Come on, bro. He in these two, my nigga. When all men, like, come on, bro.
Killed, he'd be spared because
This shit, man. They had to abandon this shit. I'm like, come on, bro. So I got all internet for some BS. I'm not editing none of this shit out, bro. Fuck y'all niggas, man. Damn, this shit gone. They might ban this shit for real. What do you even do? I got this nigga obviously fucking weirdo, bro. Look at me, bro.
Because of his TikToks. And when he did also occasionally support men.
Now I've talked about men getting body shamed, women getting body shamed.
The objective was still the same. Try to make himself seem like a person who did no wrong. The caption of his merch was literally "Be Better," which seemed true to him as a church office manager and youth pastor on the weekends.
So depending on how long you've been following me, you may or may not know that I'm actually a very religious person.
People therefore heavily respected him, even making stan accounts such as Lovely Joe Robe, while comments on his live streams read, "I have so much respect for you. You speak for another's and it makes me so happy. Any videos criticizing respect for you."
XOXO.Nina.Bosco23. Come on, bro. This is a 12-year-old, my nigga, at max, bro. She probably 9 years old, not even old enough to be on the app, my nigga.
You speak for another's and it makes me so happy. Any videos criticizing him were met with thousands of dislikes until people became suspicious of Joe Rogan's supposed morality. In late 2020, a TikToker named Gemini Official was exposed for his relationships with multiple young girls. Being in line with Joe Rogan's content, people asked him to talk about it, although for whatever reason, Joe Rogan avoided the topic.
Message Joe Rogan saying, "Hey, this is a problem. Can you speak about about it, which is bizarre that it would take you so long to talk about somebody who's grooming children.
Joe Robe later explained on Discord that denouncing the actions was simply too obvious, although having previously claimed the goal of his TikTok was to create a safe space for young people, it seemed odd that Joe Robe didn't want to talk about it. Perhaps he was simply avoiding drama, but this wasn't the only example where Joe Robe deflected an obvious topic. He'd become friends with a TikToker named The Calvin Brandel, whose videos promoted a similar sentiment to those made by Joe Robe. Well, turns out he'd been doing exactly what he disavowed, explaining he thought it was okay because he was TikTok famous.
I felt that with TikTok my ego was super inflated, and I felt like I was invincible, I was unstoppable, I couldn't make any mistakes.
Despite having photos together on Instagram, Joe Robe avoided the situation.
You have no problem calling out problematic men, but it seems like the problematic man is your friend and you're a little quiet.
Eventually addressing what had happened with this iconic statement.
I remember that shit crazy. All these 20 niggas, bro. You don't hear about none of these 20 TikTok niggas no more, bro. I think it was born on quarantine. We was born on everybody, my nigga. Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, Addison Ray, Lil Huddy, Bryce Hall. I think all of them was lame, bro. And you got the political side. These niggas, what's his name? Bro, what's that nigga name? Gemini Official. Nigga with the braces, you be running Bonnie his vision shit. That nigga, y'all had, it was straight, bro. That's nostalgic as fuck, bro. Like, just think about that shit, like 2020 talking shit, bro. Like, all the political shit, all the kill out man, what's called, rape all women and shit, bro. Y'all had to be there, bro. That was good times, my nigga.
I'll say it again. If you groom somebody, you are disgusting. The scum of the earth.
Joe Robe, however, was doing exactly this himself.
No.
This was somebody that I felt safe around, but I don't feel safe around him anymore because he's a groomer.
No.
On one unassuming Wednesday, 17-year-old TikToker DillJ16 uploaded the following video.
This video will be about one of the biggest hypocrites I have ever met in my life, Joe Robe. John is a disgusting and terrible hypocrite who abuses his platform by using his clout to groom and prey upon underage boys. He has done this to multiple people, including me. John first followed me whenever I had about...
I knew he was part of that team, bro. Nigga on that weird shit. I got told I knew part of a team like that.
30,000 followers and joined my live stream and asked for my Snapchat, so I gave it to him. After Snapchatting for a few weeks, he asked me if I wanted...
Like, why the hell would you be Snapchatting another grown man, bro? Like, come on, bro. Come on, my nigga. It's the nigga, you gay too, bro. So I'm confused. Like, what's wrong, bro?
We get an Airbnb with him on my 18th birthday, which was over 3 months away. He started sending me links to one-bedroom Airbnbs, and he offered to purchase me alcohol if I went, and this is him talking about the one-bedroom. He knew that I did not want to get the Airbnb, so he thought if he invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go. That's him asking when he was going to turn 18. He invited one of my IRL friends, I would want to go. That's him asking when he was going to turn 18.
And while Joe Robe was at least waiting until their 18th birthday, the group chat they shared wasn't quite so clean.
During one of the Zooms with all of my TikTok friends, John thought it would be a good idea to have us all take a BDSM score test and send him our results. Keep in mind, the youngest was 15 years old and the oldest were 19, and there were only 2 19-year-olds and everybody else was 17 and below.
Which had happened just a month before Joe Robe's 28th birthday.
Come on, bro. Folks is a weirdo game. I mean, come on, bro. I don't trust him, bro. Come on, come on, bro. I could tell you, I ain't no. I don't be thinking about these niggas no more. These 21 TikTok niggas, cause they all like no one talk about these niggas gang. But it's like, bro, come on. I ain't heard this nigga name that long, bro. It's why nigga on some free shit, nigga a pedophile, nigga, bro. Having 15-year-olds take those type, nigga. You a whole damn Christian, bro. You a whole youth pastor, and you having niggas take the time. Like, in what world does that interest you, my nigga? As a youth pastor, my nigga, why the hell you want to hear about that freaky ass shit?
DillJ added one more detail before the video
I'm about a marshmallows too, bro.
I found out that there are multiple people that John has groomed.
As a person named Coco then also came forward.
He started asking like different questions, like what state do you live in, and do your parents let you travel, and do you like to travel, and and he offered to buy me a room with him. He offered to buy me alcohol. I may work
And there was another.
I can't go into specific details about what happened between me and Joro because it is quite not safe for work.
And another after that.
He'd also make promises about getting Airbnbs and meeting up with us.
Yeah,
he promised alcohol
like both sides.
hot tubs.
Jorobe's accusers then made a Google Doc listing everything else he'd done. He tried to get blank and blank to create an OnlyFans once he turned 18 and said he'd set it up for him and subscribe. Also strangely driving the group to call him hot and locking a girl who was also intoxicated out of Zoom for calling him old and refusing to call him hot. Papa Gut talked about the document in this video here, after which he'd be messaged a story worse than every other one combined. I ran a small fan account for Jorobe on Instagram. He eventually asked for my Snapchat. He told me no one else had his Snapchat and made me promise to not give anyone it or to tell anyone what we talk about. Conversations got really weird and he sent me a lot of dirty pictures, 4 of which were included to prove he wasn't lying. I was also 14 at the time. He didn't even bother to ask how old I was or for any form of identification, but he would call me a baby a lot and would try and force me to call him daddy. To make matters worse, John's church profile explained, outside of his work at St. John, he is a private music teacher with over a dozen students, and up until recently was the activities chair for the Northern Sky District of the Boys.
He probably raped like 30 kids, gang. That shit's sad as fucked up, bro.
Scouts of America, but wait until you hear why he left his previous job. Someone messaged one of the accusers, I wanted to reach out because I'm on staff at the church he used to work at. He was removed from staff over 2 years ago and he was really upset with our church and strict protocols for working with youth, so he left to go to another church. We're currently in the process of contacting the other church and places he's at as well as local authorities. Jorobe's LinkedIn partially confirms the story's legit, as it shows he previously worked in the very same church as the lady who told the anecdote. Unsurprisingly, people demanded Jorobe also lose his new job,
St. John Lutheran Church. You have some explaining to do.
With Papa Gut even calling the church directly.
This is the church that he works at. I know this because I called the church that he works at and I asked him if he works there. They said yes. I told them that they were very serious and credible allegations. They immediately hung up after they said, oh, thank you.
Despite hanging up the phone, the church quickly deleted Jorobe from their website before iSpeak1906 extracted an unofficial statement.
The pastor reached out and he wants to remain anonymous. However, the bishop is aware and he has been terminated and authorities have been contacted, and that's about all that we have.
But the bigger question was, how did Jorobe himself respond? Did he make a self-aimed TikTok about his own heinous actions? Well, no. He deleted his TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, even his LinkedIn, and hasn't been heard from since. His refusal to address the 2 previous situations.
Yeah, that nigga not alive no more, bro. That'd be real. That nigga not alive no more.
Suddenly all made sense, while others were less surprised. The accusation can't be real. A white knight influencer being secretly an awful person is unheard of. Not even surprised. It's always these types of men that end up being predators, but no one was less surprised than one of Jorobe's former friends. As someone who personally knows John Bell and lived with him at university for a year, I can assure you that he's not the good guy here, and that these accusations line up with his past behavior. The dude was all-knowing, manipulative, homophobic, and tried to give off this ultrapious Christian facade. Nothing about his online presence was genuine. Karma is taking a toll on him.
Nigga homophobic, bro. How you homophobic? You raping niggas, gang. What?
And I'm glad he's getting thrown off the internet. Before any of this happened, Vegan Teacher had stated, John Robert Bell, you're going straight to hell. And it turns out her song hit the nail on the head.
Ooh. Hold on. Or that Ice Beast nigga is. Man, Papa Gut. The Ice Beast. 1906. That nigga still going hard. Japanese soldiers still fighting 29 years later in his back. What do you do?
When you black and they speaking another language around you and don't think that you know, but you really do know.
¿Dónde está tu cabeza? I don't know if y'all seen the video, but this woman literally just said that men are so easy and broke it down. Y'all, I gotta give y'all the play-by-play. She said that
Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to the people that believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself.
Was calling him an Uncle Tom, all because he got the chance to meet the vice president and shook his hand.
So, one of the things that have been denoted to me over the course of my 10-year career in the military is my ability to give private grace to public disrespect. Now, just for
niggas speak aggressive.
Chad, I gotta tell y'all about the conversation that I just had with this good, fine-looking sister. So I'm playing pool, right? As you can see on the inside of the building, right? I mean, you can't really see, but y'all, it is just something about being with your best friend that you can just genuinely be yourself, and like, it's just so effortless. You feel me? Content.
Anyway, my nigga. So I'm saying all the niggas from 2020 fell off like bad, bro. Papa good. I remember that shit was getting banned like crazy.
People that claim to be opposed to wokeness in video games are literally advocating for public policy.
Like, bro, what the fuck is niggas even talking about now?
I'm surprised this guy's still going. I think he had like really bad kidney problems. He also
I'm surprised this nigga's still going. Like, King, what the hell?
My best friend is an emergency medicine physician, and she told me, she said, Kendra, one of these days, your psychiatrist, she would.
The following is a list of chores / tasks / responsibilities that.
The LGBT is mostly fine. You're right. Trans is the main issue that people have a problem with. That is the main issue.
Yo, it's no way niggas doing the same gimmick, bro. Talking about the same shit, bro. This shit is crazy. Who else was from back then? I can't even think of these niggas' names. All that Gemini. What's the nigga name, bro? This nigga right here. Nope, not this nigga right here. I don't know who the fuck this nigga is. The nigga who used to always wearing a bonnet, gang. I can't even look at the top. Oh man, that make me mad. Anyway, yeah, them niggas, that whole scene just fell off, man. It's just sad. Like whole political shit, bro. Like niggas don't give a fuck that political shit no more, bro. Like we don't care because niggas inside. Some of the niggas scared for. Like now niggas, bro. They don't give a fuck about no Donald Trump and shit, gang. Niggas don't give a fuck about that political ass shit, bro. Keep that shit over there, bro. I ain't trying to hear about that shit. I was just bored. Anyway, y'all boys have a good day.